Hi, I'm Paris, and if you've got central heating or air in your house, then changing out the filters regularly is the way to keep that air clean. And I've been a fan of Filtrere filters for years and years. Even though you do pay more than for those fiberglass type filters, these pleated filters do a very good job of cleaning out the air. They're also very sturdy. They don't bend even when the AC unit goes on full fan strength. And on a TV commercial I saw recently, they've added a new feature to Filtrere filters, which is this one here. It's this yellow piece. There is a sensor now included on the newest filters that talks to an app that you download onto your phone via Bluetooth. And from what I understand, it updates you on the condition of your air and the condition of your filter. Costs a bit more than the standard filters. My regular 20 by 25 inch filter is about $16. This one's about $30. What do you get for that extra money? Is it really more than just a glorified version of writing on your calendar in 3 months? Change air filter. On the front of the package, they mention that this sensor and app combined can monitor air quality. That's really what I'm interested in. And to track filter life. That one, again, is not so useful. You can write it on your calendar. But I suppose if you have very light usage of it and your filter could actually last longer, could save you some money by not having to change it out just based on the date. On the back of the package, it mentions you can track your filter life using this. Again, not just based on the date you put the filter in. They keep track in the app of your filter type and size. In case you forget, you can look it up in the app. Now, this one mentions the air quality monitoring if you have it tied into some other monitor in your house. So that makes me wonder, is this really going to give me any monitor information from the device on this filter? Outdoor air quality reports, well, that's just from the internet. Trends, tips, and then a reminder to change out your filter. Here's the sensor on the filter. Bumps up just a little. You really can't tell much from looking at it from the outside. And you can't see anything going on really from the other side. The sensor is right opposite here. Now, I thought this would be pretty cool if it were air powered, if there were little fan blades in there that would spin with the air going through the AC system that generated the electricity to power it, but no, it's not that fancy. There's a little battery, so when you are ready to install this, you pull this tab out so the battery makes contact. Then get your phone, download the app, and pair it via Bluetooth. First, I'll pull out the old filter. Has been in for just over 2 months and it's looking kind of gray. Yeah, definitely time to replace it. And based on the arrows indicating airflow and how to install the filter, this piece is actually going to end up on the top part, which means the air is going to come from the bottom and then come through this. So if there is any testing going on, it'll be testing the air after it's passed through the filter. Makes sense because that's the only way it could really tell how clogged up the filter is. I'm not sure if there are more iPhone users of this app and possibly this filter. In the Google Play Store, it's only showing 10,000 plus downloads. Having installed and opened the app, it wants me to create an account, so yet another account. But it does make sense that if you're going to look at your historical trends, you do need to store the data somehow. Looks like for now, it's only designed to work in the US and Canada. And after verifying my email address, I'm now in the app ready to set up my filter. Okay, I guess it found it. And this does verify that I installed it correctly. It says make sure that the sensor portion of the filter is facing the fan of your air conditioning system. Some interesting air quality related information they'd like to know. And here's what it tells me. It's a brand new filter. The outside air is pretty good today, but sadly, I can only get my indoor air quality monitoring with the monitor, a separate device, not included. So they will tie in an air quality monitor if I already have one in the house, but there is apparently not air quality monitoring in that little sensor that's on the filter itself. So really, what information can I get from this combination of sensor and app? Well, it will give me an update on the filter life, when to replace it, and air quality outside. So if there are alerts for outdoor air quality, it'll notify me about them, but my weather app already does that. It's not going to tell me about my indoor air quality. So it's been 10 days since I installed my new Filtrere air filter with the sensor attached. Let's look on the app and see what's been happening. Well, the outdoor air quality today is very good. My filter life is at 91%. Well, that's interesting. Let's tap on that, take a closer look. The filter's been installed for 10 days and it's showing it's at 91%, so that's about 10%, 10 days. That tracks with it being a 90-day or 3-month filter. And in tiny print down here, I don't know if you can see, it says last updated 9 days ago. Well, I've been home with the Bluetooth on my phone, and I spend half the day over in the vicinity of the garage, so it certainly should have updated in that amount of time. Now, when you tap on the little info button, it tells you that if it can't connect to your filter, it makes its best guess as to the filter life, which would make it think after 10 days it would be through about 10% of the filter life. After fiddling around a little, turning Bluetooth on and off, restarting my phone, it connected. It still shows a 91%, but now it shows that it just updated. So that may have been a one-time fluke, but it kind of seems to me that in addition to the app and sensor deal not really providing you a lot of information other than telling you when it's time to change out your filter, it doesn't do that especially reliably either. So I like the Filtrere filters. I will continue to use them, but I'll continue to use this one without the sensor. I really don't see the value in spending the extra $12 or so for that sensor for something I can just write on my calendar or stick in the Google Calendar app on my phone. I do still highly recommend the sensorless Filtrere filter, so I'll link to this one and the one with the sensor down below this video, and I'll see you on the next review.